Hello guys, welcome back. Ginormous update in this story. So if you will refer back to my Yellowhammer video, it's posted on this account. I was gonna make it private, probably will, but I had to submit this video for this job interview, and I was like, all right, since I already have my YouTube already up and running, I might as well just submit it to there, you know. They're probably not even gonna watch it. It's probably just like a stupid decision. Whatever. I'm just gonna fucking do it. So then I did it. And then in between then, I posted that like super vulnerable video about me like recognizing a cycle in my life, okay? And they're posted on the same account. So I'm getting a little bit insecure. Just about the people I work with watching that. And I was like, I'm gonna delete it. And I was like, you know what? No, I'm not. Because honestly, yeah, that's me. And I want this next phase of my life that I'm entering into to be completely open and honest and vulnerable with the people that I'm gonna surround myself around. So if you do work with me and if you did hire me and you watch that video, I want you to know, thank you for watching that. So, oh wait, oh my gosh. I have to I have to update y'all. I got that job. So I went in and I interviewed today. Great. Just conversational, music blasting, sexy red playing in the background. I'm like, I like this place. The guy, Will is his name, the Yellowhammer guy, hired me on the spot. And so now I am a barista. Again, let's go. So in honor of getting one step ahead in my road to success and my path to prioritizing myself, I'm going to do a little podcast episode today with no mic, sadly. They're coming in the mail though. I ordered these little microphones. And guess what? Here, insert clip. Okay, this is for my video about me starting a podcast, or it might be me setting up a studio in a fucking storage unit. I don't know what it's gonna be yet, but I just ordered mini microphones and a ring light phone stand holder thing. The crazy part about this is, I went on there, like total was like probably around $60 for all of it. And I went to like put in my card, because it was like the wrong card. I was like, oh, I gotta switch it to my regular card. I was like, wait, I didn't want to use my credit card, but I have cash back. I can apply my cash back for my credit card for this order, and of course this is the order. I got it for $11. I was like, that's a good sign, right? So anyways, this is for that part of the video. So I need to get my eyebrows waxed. Holy cramolia. So the topic today, we're going to discuss the hidden fear of failure, which I would like to argue is also the fear of success, just on a different side of the spectrum, but we'll get into that later. So some identifying traits of the hidden fear of failure, because I would deny that I had this fear of failure, or I would deny I had a fear of success. That's what it was. And I would think I would label it as this fear of failure, when really it was, and it might still be, a fear of success, because I will second guess my deservingness or my worthiness of a certain event or something to happen in my life, because I'm like, if I'm not at the point in my life, like if I'm not putting the actions in to get there, do I really even deserve to get there, is kind of the thought process on that. So this can transpire in your reality as looking like mentally shoving ideas out of the way just because they're not good enough, like they're not meeting your standards. And if this reflects in your dating life too, like connection, you know, like if you're dating guys or you're dating girls and they're just not meeting up to your standards, and you're like, oh, I just don't know what it is, but I just can't like see myself dating them, or like they're just not like, you know, you're like picking out those certain flaws, and you almost do that within yourself. So that's almost a reflection back on how you actually love yourself, which is a crazy thing, which is what I've come to figure out. How, you might ask? I couldn't tell you, but it's like a little parallel in your life. There's a lot of parallels. I'm gonna do a whole another video on just parallels in your life and like what they mean. But basically doing this, so back to square one, like shoving ideas out or people out that aren't good enough for your life or habits, you know, this practices and confirms a like subconscious belief that if I don't take action, I will not fail. Like if I don't actively go towards something, there's no way that I can fail at it because I'm just not doing it. You can like stay in a place of comfort very long. And that's kind of where I found myself, and like where I am right now is just like I'm in a comfortable spot. But you start taking tiny little baby steps to get yourself out of that comfortable spot, and you suddenly, things start coming towards you. Like this job, let's go. Like I trusted, and now I'm like employed. I'm employed. Okay. Anyways, so like then I got to thinking, well, what's secure? What's the magic potion? There's like words, and there's things you can do, and there's always something you can do about the situation that you're in. So like, what is the magic potion? What are the steps? What's the secret remedy to get me out of this infrared situation, which is just like a non-growth, stagnant, you know, stuck in the same ways type shit? The answer I found, okay, somewhere maybe passing through me, I'm just sitting right here. Find what excites you, genuinely. What can you talk about for hours? What can you go on and on about? What do your friends and your family associate you with? What's like your presence? What do you love, you know? If it's cars, cool. If it's talking to yourself on a screen, cool. If it's making coffee, cool. If it's being creative, you know, like, what is it? Do you fucking, like, to the bare minimum, like, to the basic, to the, what's it fucking called? What is it called? The bare minimum? The lowest pole? Lowest standard, the lowest bar. Whatever it is, find it. And if you don't know what it is, it's because you've told yourself that you don't know what it is. You've told yourself that your life is dull up to this point. You've told yourself that you can't do this. You've told yourself you can't do that. You've told yourself this is where I belong. This is all I can do. Now, what if you told yourself the opposite? You know, because you believe what you tell yourself. You believe what you believe about yourself. In a way, you are what others perceive you as, in my opinion, based on the quantum theory of observation. Not gonna get into that one yet. That's for later down the road. But I'm just saying, the way you present yourself, the way you give energy out into this world is exactly the reality that you will get back. When you poke life, it pokes back. Okay, moving on. Then what's step 2? Okay? You're finding what excites you, you start doing it, you're like, all right, I'm here, I'm in it, I'm doing what I kind of like. Now you're getting kind of scared for the next step. You're like, fuck, I made it, I'm here, I don't want to mess this up. What's the next step? I'm too scared to move. I'm frozen. I'm stagnant. I'm stuck again. Oh no, all of the hard work I've done up to this point is going nowhere because I can't take the next fucking step. Why do I do this? I'm frustrated with myself. Why can't I? You're all in your head now you're depressed, okay? Overcoming the fear, all of this anxiety is just rooted in fear of taking the next step. So how do you overcome fear? What's the opposite of fear? Blank, and there's fear. It's one line. Love and fear. Love is on the other side of fear, okay? There was a study done. I could not tell you any of the details, but I can tell you the general situation of the experiment done, okay? There was like a brain study. And the same part of the brain, if I'm not mistaken, that has to do with anxiety, which is, what is anxiety? It's literally the byproduct. If money is the anthem of success, anxiety is the anthem of fear. Do you see what I'm saying there? So anxiety is literally the product of fear. So the same part of the brain that has to do with gratitude has to do with anxiety. And so they practiced this. Someone feeling anxiety, they started practicing gratitude, saying what they're grateful for. And the anxiety disappeared. It's like gratitude. What is gratitude? Now, let's break it down. Gratitude is actively staying in the present moment. And the present moment is actively rooted in love, because that is what we are. So if we're actively in the present moment, we're actively living in love, then there is no room for anxiety and or fear. So there you go. That's the secret remedy. Start listing things you're grateful for when you're overwhelmed and you have anxiety, and remain trustful. There's also another fear kind of like all up in this whole fear of failure, fear of success, mambo jumbo, and that's the fear of letting others down. So that kind of has the same fear of failure, but it's like a different twist on it, because if you have others relying on you to live, or you're like have this fear of like not fulfilling your parents' expectations for you, fear of proving like a doubtful person right, fear of proving yourself right, if you have that much self-doubt, you overcome this by prioritizing yourself and your life and your time and bettering yourself and putting all your energy towards yourself and not some guy, or putting all your energy towards yourself and not your family. You can do this if you're having a hard time doing this. You're like people pleaser. Affirmations, subliminals. That's what I do, and it really tends to help my confidence. Whenever I have confidence subliminals and I listen to those when I'm not feeling confident some days, it really gets me back into the groove. If you want to learn more about that, let me know. I'll do an episode on making your own subliminal affirmations. Now we're going to talk about the hidden fear of success. This can kind of transpire as like self-doubt that you're not going to be able to handle your success. You're not going to be able to keep it. I think there's a thin line between failure and success. The thin line is just action. That's what I think the difference between failure and success is. So I broke it down. The definition of success is the achievement of a desired goal or outcome, the favorable or prosperous termination of attempts or endeavors. So if you have enough attempts and they're good, if you have enough of those, then you're successful, right? It comes after you've done it enough, you've learned your mistakes, and it's time. Like I said before, money is the anthem of success. Money is a way, like time, to kind of sense where you are at in the success, like levels of this reality. So like the more time you put in, the more effort you put in to growing yourself and your business, and the more commitment you have, money is the anthem of that. So money will be attracted to you for how much time you put in. Time and money are very much so correlated. Money is the physical validation that you're doing is what is in flow with your timeline. Whether that's your highest timeline and you're in a flow state, or whether you're on your lowest timeline right now and you're in a infrared stagnant state, you still have the choice to go up. You still have those timelines you can get to, so you're never stuck. Like overheating right now. I have to keep my car off because I'm filling in my car right now, and so I have no AC, because if I have my AC on, you guys cannot hear me talk. So back to timelines. The fun part is that you actually create your own timelines. So like, for my example, say you want to be a YouTuber. It's been your childhood dream. You've looked up to YouTubers. You've just looked at them. You're like, that just looks like the dream life. Anyways, moral of the story, take some action, ask for help, and you'll get out of this. Hopefully, I'll get out of this. And I feel like I am. So it's an optimistic day today. I'm sorry my last video for this account was so down in the dumps, but it's just being real. I was down in the dumps that day, and it's up and down. So I hope to see you guys around, and work people, I hope to see you guys around. I will see you guys on November 4th, hopefully, and yeah, thanks for watching!